There has been a lot of talk in regards to the future of the Punisher, and specifically what Disney is doing to the Punisher in Marvel Comics that could affect the character's return. Recently, older comments that Kevin Smith made have showed back up on the internet, and they're not even that old, all things considered. But let's talk about the Skull and the controversy. Okay, so I'm going to be real with you. People that don't read Punisher comics or the Punisher are making a bigger deal out of the Punisher skull change than anybody else because, well, one, they don't read the comics. Two, it's all politically driven. I think we've seen that from many people online, right? That's just the thing. We all see this. It's the Punisher, the skull, how people have used it on both sides. It just doesn't make sense. Marvel and Disney, they don't know what to do with the Punisher. The character is stuck in a bad way, in a bad position, and they don't know how to get him out. Recently, Kevin Smith was asked about this, and I believe this was like back at the end of December, early January, and he says, look, the skull has been popular for decades, insanely popular. He's recognized by the skull on his chest, but the skull has become problematic. So he says that they've decided to make changes because the skull has been co-opted, as he says, by people who Marvel doesn't want associated with it, which again is very true. This is 100% true. People don't get it. You know, everybody's shown the meme and what people have said about the Punisher. Police officers wearing the Punisher skull doesn't make any sense because if they've ever read anything Punisher, they go, oh wow, yeah, no, this doesn't make sense. This is the anti-skull, right? Like, so that's what he's trying to point out. And he says, look, it's one of these things that naturally people are upset, but the skull changes all the time. And people called him out on this. And I just want to show you guys something. Behold, what do you see? This isn't even all of them, mind you. This is just some of the skulls he's had in his existence. You could average like one change every 2 years, and there's been way more. It's been redesigned constantly. Redrawn. Look at the one that's like Venomized. Look at, you know, like multiple different ones and how it changes. And it changes depending on 1, the artist, 2, the story, 3, the style at the time. So when you look at this skull, the new one, it is done so this way because of the story they are telling. Look at him with the hand. And again, people are upset for all the wrong reason. And most people upset don't even care about Frank Castle or the Punisher. They just care about their political view. So I don't get it. I just don't get it. Maybe I'm missing something, but yeah, the skull changes with the times. And guess what? And then it goes back to the skull.